Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. Today, I want to talk about how your mental atmosphere is everything. Absolutely everything. You see, there's a creative energy at the center of your thought, which automatically responds to the nature of your thought. It is your collective thought that brings about things into your experience. So your job, your one job, your only job is to discern, to decide, what are you going to think today? How are you going to create a new mental atmosphere, an atmosphere of thought that becomes the attractive force? Your thoughts create your experience. It's not a single thought. It's your collective thoughts, the summation of your thoughts. So when you woke up today, you had a thought atmosphere. Now the question is, what are you going to feed it? Are you going to feed it thoughts of expansion, thoughts of joy, peace, beauty, health, abundance? Or are you going to feed it thoughts of lack, illness, sickness, poverty? Guess what? It's a choice. Every day you get to choose what you think, and what you choose to think creates your mental atmosphere, which determines what you're going to experience today. So what are you going to think about? See, Carly's out there saying that Ronan and Kane tune in every day. Hey, glad you're with us. Just remember, Ronan and Kane, what are you going to think about today? Think about how great you are being your unique selves. Think about how great it is to just be you. Think about how great it is not to worry about what anyone else thinks or try to be like anyone else, because you can't, so you can just be you. Isn't that great? You can just be you. It took me so long to figure that out. But now that I've got it, I will never, ever, ever, ever try to be anything but Lee. Because Lee is perfect. Lee is all I can be. And I don't expect anyone else to be like me. Why? Because they can't. Because they're not in my mind and they can't think what I'm thinking. I was asked the other day, I was at Agape yesterday, and it was before we did our service, and Jean was doing meditation. I was outside, and this gentleman walked by. And he looked at me. And then he came back, and I looked at him. I said, I remember him. So I said, hey, I know you. He goes, I thought you were familiar. And I said, I know you from the Chamber of Commerce in this town I went to. And he goes, yeah. And so we started talking, how you doing? And he says, you look incredible. How's your life? I said, my life is great. I said, the last 3 years have been the best years of my life. I've had to change. I've had to expand. I've had to become more. And he says, what do you mean? I said, well, our Sundays are different now. We have a much smaller crowd than we used to, but worldwide, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, and that, we're reaching thousands and thousands of people every week. And I said, so the universe is always thriving, always looking to expand and grow. And he goes, I never thought of it that way. I said, listen, you and I are about the same age. And he says, and so it turned out we're within 2 years of each other. Very big difference in how, if you were to look at us and see what the difference was. He had thoughts of being an old man. I have thoughts of being a young person. And why am I thinking young thoughts? Because I'm doing what I love. That's the key thing. If you can find out what it is you love to do, and you do it, you will be young. You will be so young because it's your mind that controls the energy you radiate. You may not be able to control like the color of your hair. You may not be able to control the wrinkles and that, but you can't control the energy that you radiate. Again, that energy is what? We go back to the beginning of this talk. It's about what is your mental atmosphere. Your mental atmosphere creates an energy, a glow, an aura. And that glow and that aura attracts to you or repels from you. So if you're attracting things that are not what you want, ask the question, what energy am I putting into my thoughts? And if you don't like what you're experiencing, you've got to change your thought. There's no other way. You can't fight it. You can't battle it. You got to change your thoughts. And my friends, that's the work. It's simple. It's not easy because we have habits. We have habits of thinking, and we will continue to think the way we do because it's our habit and that's all we know. When in retrospect, it's just a thought over and over and over and over and over and over again. So just think another thought over and over and over again until you believe it, till it becomes a very part of you. And when it becomes a part of you, watch how your life demonstrates. It will be absolutely magnificent. Hey, do you got any questions? I love to take on some questions. That's why I'm here. I'm talking away, but I'll answer or give you a perspective. I don't have your answer. I'm going to tell you that right now. Only you do. But I've got perspectives, and maybe a new perspective might help. So if you've got a question, write it in. Don't make this, don't be shy. The last thing you need to do in your life is be shy. Claim what is yours. Because if you don't claim it, you're never going to have it. Do you get that? Until you claim something, you're never going to have it. This is one of the craziest things that I've learned about people. They're afraid to ask for what they want when they want it. And you know, that's the number one agreement I teach when I'm talking to couples in any type of relationship. You have to have the agreement. Ask for what you want when you want it. Then you never have to guess what the other person's thinking. You never have to guess what they want. You know, and then you have the ability to say yes or no. And that's your freedom. You can say no to your partner. My wife said, she said, I don't want to go to the gym today. It's raining. I said, well, I'm going to drive in a little bit. You want to go with me? She says, I really don't want to go. I said, great. I'm not invested if you go. I just offered you a way that if you didn't want to drive, I'm driving there anyway. I have a thought atmosphere that exercise makes me feel good. I love exercise. Keeps me young, keeps me fit, keeps me strong. Other people have a thing. I don't want to exercise. I hate it. But they don't understand what are the benefits. A young body, a body that allows you to do what you want to do. More importantly, a young mind. That's what you want to create today. A young mind. So with that, I'm pretty complete. Know that I'm here for you every single day. If you'd like to meditate with me an hour earlier, and you can go to my website, agapespiritualcenter.com, and click on the calendar, and you'll find the Zoom link. You'll find a Zoom link to everything we do at Agape, and it's all there for you. Make it a great day. Create your mental atmosphere. And if no one says it, I'm going to be the first. I love you because I accept you just like you are. Until tomorrow, aloha.